Let's see what's happening in your Tarot in the Shadows message tonight. In the shadows, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Cups. You're having some good luck and things feel like they're coming together finally. You're seeing people show up, experiences show up that you appreciate, that you've wanted, that feel fulfilling, that feel good. Okay. Why is this happening? This is happening because the Star, the Two of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. This is happening because you made a decision to emotionally disconnect from an Aquarius person. You made a decision to not care so much. I mean, you care, but not to the point to where you're putting yourself out, not to the point to where you're stressing yourself out. I also see that you're taking things a lot easier, a lot more lighthearted. You're feeling lighthearted in the situation right now. So that's helping because you're not like stressing about things. You know that you're protected. You know that the universe is in your favor. Yeah, you're having experiences where things are coming together, and it's happening because you're having your faith. The Star talking about your faith, your protection, your blessings. You know things are working out in your favor, and you let it show up. You just keep making choices to mind your business with the Eight of Cups. You keep making choices. The Two of Wands is the choices, the Eight of Cups, minding your business, choices to mind your business, choices to emotionally detach. And I just heard you're emotionally detaching from so many outcomes. Like in the past, you were more emotionally attached to how things are going to turn out and all that stuff. And it's not the major point of focus for you anymore. Yeah. Is not the major point of focus for you anymore. Oh, why the cards gotta fly under the desk? Okay. So, right now what you need to do, keep moving in that direction. Keep moving in that direction. Keep moving forward. The Chariot. Keep making these decisive moves. Yeah, these moves that are so decisive that you're making, they're really benefiting you. Because you're choosing for emotion instead of getting stuck. You're not getting stuck in things like you used to in the past. Like I said, in the past, you were so emotionally stressed out about how it's going to work out, and it has to be this way, and you decided like how it has to be so much that it put a lot of resistance on your path. But right now, you're like, well, it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm protected. Things are working out for me. You know, things are working out for you. And the way things are working out for you are making you happy, like celebration dinners. What are you celebrating? You know, there's something you're celebrating. You could just, I see you spending time with friends and family, people who are like-minded. I see you spending time with them. And, you know, this helps you release stress, relieve yourself from any type of stress that was there. And, you know, get into a positive vibe, get into something beautiful, yeah, in your life. So let's see. What else can we see here? What you need to check out. What do you need to see in this? The Hierophant in reverse. Okay. So this Hierophant in reverse is telling me that you're doing things different. It's like you broke your own traditions is what I'm getting with this Hierophant. Like they want you to pay attention to how different you are now. In other words, you're breaking your own traditions. You're not doing shit the way you used to do. You're not moving in the same way you used to move. You're different. It's like you've changed. Even your value system has changed. What matters to you most is not what used to be the most important thing. So they're looking at how you're not doing things the way you used to. You made new traditions. Some of you are still in this process of letting go of a major commitment that you were in, like a marriage. There's a marriage that's being let go of. There is breaking of traditional religion, like you used to be in the traditional church system, mainstream beliefs, stuff like that. Like, you're not a traditionalist anymore, whatever tradition means to you. Like, the things that people used to value in your past, the things that were the most important in the past, it doesn't seem to be right now. And I see you even making new traditions, and I see that you're committed. You're in a commitment right now with yourself. That's a big deal. So let me see what's helping you out in this. What is helping you out in this? What's helping you out in this is the Six of Swords. Okay. Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is telling me that you're making peace. You're making peace with a lot of things in your head that used to feel bad. So I see somebody here, like, you're feeling better because you're doing things in a different way. You're believing in your luck and your good fortune, in your prosperity and your blessings, and you're really believing that things are working out for you. This could be a different tradition, because we were talking about like mainstream religions and old school belief systems and stuff like that. A lot of those things are based off of shame and guilt. If you really think about it, a lot of it is based off of being shameful and guilty about what's going on, so you don't do certain things. And it's constantly about don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. When what I see you doing is, now you're like, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what does matter to me. So like, there's a different set point. Like, you're at a different set point here. So let's see what's gonna help launch you forward in this experience. The Six of Wands. Yeah, victory over difficulties and challenges, overcoming difficulties and challenges, seeing success, being recognized for it. Okay. So somebody here, you're in an experience where you're noticing, like, as you're doing things differently, as you open your mind to something outside of the religion you were raised into, as you're breaking the ways your family used to do things, or breaking the ways that, this is the way everybody does it. Who cares what everybody does? You're doing it very different. Non-traditional is your way. Some of you, I'm even picking up on the energy of somebody here who, you're no longer focused on having a major commitment with a person. You're just focused on the joy and the friendship that's there. And because of that, something is moving forward. Yeah, the situation is moving forward. Let me see. Let me see what else. Justice is here. Okay. And let me see what's at the bottom. The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So for somebody here, there's I'm not gonna lie, for somebody here, there's a divorce. There is a divorce, and you're kind of happy that your person cheated on you. Why? Because that helps you get into this Ace of Pentacles, a new vibe, like a being on your own. So I definitely see that here. And if you were the one, somebody here, I'm picking up on your energy, like you're the one that cheated. Somebody here, you're the one that cheated, and you're happy that it all came to light, because you're tired of being in whatever committed situation you were in before. That just really wasn't working out. And somebody here, you realize that you're not into traditional romantic situations anymore, where it's like, you're mine, I'm yours, and it's just us. Somebody here is opening up to a more open dating style. I also see somebody here who is working with a couple of coworkers, because they saw something that needed to be like a way to protect the people is what I'm hearing, a way to protect the people. You're taking action on that. So there's some whistleblower energy here too. Whoever this was that was doing something, the whistleblowing is going against. This is a big corporation. This is a big business. This is some sort of institution that's been set for a long time, but it's so whatever the institution of a long time was, it's now being toppled. It's being churned over. It's being reversed. It's not working no more for them. It's not. And you're feeling the win in this. You're feeling like, oh my God, we did it. So somebody here is a whistleblower energy. Whoever here, if you were cheated on, you're kind of happy because like your person finally getting caught gives you the chance to be free. And I do see you taking action to completely sever ties. You're breaking leases. You're taking your name off of anything that's attached to theirs. For some, if you've been legally married, yeah, there's definitely a divorce in the air. Common law married, whatever, there's a divorce in the air on that. But overall, like I see you knowing like that you're winning in this, like, because why are you winning? Because you wanted to be independent, you wanted to be on your own. And anywhere where this is about like religious beliefs, you wanted something new that felt more tangible to you. Those religious beliefs that made you just, or try to keep you just having faith in, ain't no reason why to have faith, and why do I believe this, and well, why does this happen, and why is it like that, and well, I don't know, you just have to have faith. Those answers weren't working for you. You were looking for some traditional, no, not some traditional answers, some non-traditional answers. The traditional answer is just have faith. Traditional answer, just have faith. You're saying that doesn't work no more. And so you're looking for things that make sense with the Justice card. You're looking for cause and effect. You're looking for reasoning, for facts, baby. Facts all day. These are facts, yeah. Four of Swords, you thought about it for a long time. Five of Pentacles, I'm tired of not knowing. I'm tired of feeling alone. Why does this person even want to be with me? They don't like me. This job is messing people up. They're burning people, and stuff like that. And you're like, yeah, no more. That's done. Yeah, that's over. So I do see repercussions and consequences for something or someone here that was doing some dirt. Okay. Anywhere where the dirt is coming from, like I said, like religious. So here's what I'm saying. When I'm talking about traditional religious belief, like somebody here, you found out that even though the church talks about Easter being for the resurrection, now you learned, you did the research on the history, and you learned that actually Easter has to do with the goddess of fertility. And you learn that Jesus wasn't born on Christmas Day, that's a lie historically. Like there's evidence to back that. So in other words, you started looking at facts that showed you that whatever that religious view you were born with was preaching a whole lot of lies. You can't be deceived by that no more. And I heard accountability. So this is telling me, when I heard accountability, I see you going back, and whoever I heard forced that religion upon you, whoever it was that forced that religion upon you, what's real is like you're finna go share what you've learned. Yeah, I see you hopping in your car going to go tell them. I do. Somebody here, I see a whistleblower. I see you and two co-workers, and you're getting together, and you guys are devising a plan. You're devising a plan. This is pretty deep. This feels like some Jason Bourne type shit. Like this is something deep where you guys devise a plan to make some stuff come out into the light. And like this is some stuff the movies is made of. But honestly, I seen that a lot of the stuff in the movies are more accurate news report than the freaking news channel has. So yeah, I see that somebody here is whistleblowing in this situation, and you guys devised a plan that's helping you to bring the situation to light. That's going to be a big deal. So, and then again, I see like you're happy. Somebody here, you're happy. You're happy about a situation. because you feel like your luck is finally changing. Yeah, you're happy about your situation because you feel like your luck is finally changing in this situation. And again, I see you being committed to yourself and to your own values. And I see that your commitment to yourself is helping you to, I heard, just not really care so much about what other people think about what you're doing. This is also helping you to be in a winning position. You're definitely in a winning position. Yeah, I see you're definitely in a winning position. They want you to know that things in your experience, um, you know, they're starting to get better because you're just focused on what is really working and what can work better, and you're not trying to just, oh, I gotta do it this way, it gotta be that way, all this stuff. So yeah, let me see more about this experience. Let me see more about this. Okay, what else can you show me? All right. All right, so what else I can see in this experience? First off, we have the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles coming out with, let's get a couple more to go with that. Show me. There's a Page of Pentacles. So this is somebody who, it affects children. I just heard that loud and clear. This is a situation that affects children. Okay, 8 of Wands. Oh, Lord. Seriously? Is that what we're talking about? Ooh. And the Ace of Pentacles. And now it's in reverse. All right. So this is a tough one, and this is perfect for shadows because this shadows is a perfect place to talk about the tough stuff. So what I'm seeing is there is a situation involving children and somebody who puts their hands on children. There has been a situation with somebody who puts their hands on children. Is that what somebody's exposing? Somebody came up on a situation where, yeah, again, whistleblower energy, about where they learned about at their job or whatever this company is, something about they're putting their hands on the kids, and you wanted that to stop. I'm definitely picking up on some pedophile energy here. For somebody here, this is why part of what you're exposing about this religious group or belief that you had in the past, how it just kept violating children, disrespecting children. Like their youth is supposed to be protected, and there was some sort of violations here. And for somebody here, you're learning the rest of the truth of religion. No wonder why and no wonder why they're okay with abuse, because I see that you were somebody who was abused physically through the religious system. I see that you're yeah. Let me just pull some more cards on this. Hold on. Yeah, so okay, the Emperor and the Sun. I heard in the past you used to be excited to be in this situation in the past, so that tells me when you were a little kid, you loved going to church, you loved being part of this. That's what this reading is turning into, just so you know. So if you don't want to hear about this, I don't blame you, but you can click off right now because this is gonna make you very uncomfortable. But that's kind of what shadows is supposed to do anyways. Yeah. In the past, you just believed in what you were told. You were a kid who, you trusted, you were open with the Emperor and the Sun. Yeah, you were trusting, you were open, and all of that. Now you're very guarded. All that's done because when you were a kid, somebody here, they did something that was not right. They were not supposed to do that to you. They played with their power. They made it seem so good. They made you like they totally gaslit you to believing that it was okay, that something was okay, but it was not okay. And you figured that out as an adult with the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Swords. And you're like, oh my God. Ooh, there's the whistleblower energy. I told you somebody about to blow the whistle on this bitch. Page of Swords. Yeah, Page of Swords. This is the whistleblowing energy. You're making the message. Yeah, Eight of Swords. Why? Because it's, you can't escape it, and you feel like whoever this is, they still get away with the same shit. You feel that, you know, there's other children who are stuck in this situation. I gotta do something. I gotta speak up. I can't keep quiet. I heard because that pastor is still at that church. So this is the energy coming out. Like, if it wasn't a pastor, this is for somebody, this was their father, looked like such an upstanding dude, you know, but this is a energy here of somebody who violated a position of authority over children, who still gets away with it today. And there's a whistleblower energy, and you're stuck because I mean, you're not stuck, but you're stuck in the mentality of, I got to tell somebody about it. That's the only stuck that I see here, is you feel overwhelmingly like you got to talk about it. So I don't know. I definitely see somebody going to the legal system with this. I definitely see somebody going to the legal system with, I just saw this too. I saw somebody who's hiring a private investigator to gather evidence that could be used in court. So yeah, this person could be prosecuted for this shit, because I heard they've been getting away with it for a long time. Did you go and become an expert? I heard you went and become an expert in your field to discover, like, maybe you became a spy or a private investigator, or I don't know, but you did that. Maybe you became a hacker so you could find the financial records. I don't know, but you did something. You did something this, but you know that I heard, you know, that not everything that you know can be presented in court. So that's why part of this is you're looking for the documentation, the physical evidence, something that can go in the court system to expose it. Now here's the other thing I'm getting. Whoa, this is epic, because this is a very grand scale energy. So if you know anything about, you know, deep state and cabal and the reptilians and all this stuff, like the energy of that is coming through here. Like, they have gotten away with this. It's like they've gotten away with this forever, but there's been alignment, and I'm getting human, plant, and animal life has come together. Wow, human, plant, and animal life has come together to expose the secrets of all that shit that's been going on in the dark, of all that shit that's been going on in the dark. Yeah, they've lost their power. They've lost their power. Of course, they're fighting. They're trying to hold on to their power, but it fell away from them. They do meet justice, just so you know. Like, this shit is done. It's already done on the spiritual plane. That's what these cards are showing me. On the spiritual plane, it's done, it's done, it's done. They're not going to continue to get away with this no more. But on the physical plane, it doesn't look like that quite yet, but you're staying determined and focused to lend your energy to this situation being fully dissolved and exposed. And yeah, I heard brought down to the ground. You're burning down the house on this. And somebody here, you have big evidence, okay? I wouldn't be surprised to find out that we have somebody who's going to be all in the news, is watching, somehow come across this little old reading right here, talking about how they are exposing all this stuff. They have the physical evidence. They've been holding it. They've been holding the physical evidence, gathering the physical evidence for years. I hear they're gathering the physical evidence for years. And even where this applies to you on an operation that's more personal to you, you've been gathering the evidence for years. You have been focused on this maybe for the last 8 to 10 years. You've been focused on this a lot, but now, like, you're getting excited. I see excitement in you, because you know that you're going to break this situation wide open. You're excited because you finally have the tangible evidence, the physical evidence that will hold up in court, that will bring justice. Okay. Oh, Lord. Let me see some more. Let me see more in this. Wow, the Empress. I love this. Okay. You're going to be really excited because you're not going to have to It's like you're going to be able to celebrate your success in this. And I see another thing that in this is like taking care of the little ones, taking care of the kids, because the Empress is a mother energy and the Ace of Wands. Oh, wow. I just saw somebody else's experience. Okay. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. This is a repetitive cycle here. Okay. This is something that's been going on for a long time. Okay. So, the longer we stick with these messages, the clearer things get and the more stuff comes out. So what I just saw for somebody here, you father is a church father, or that father representing this predator energy, this group of organized predators, all those who visit Epstein's island, the most lucrative business at all is child trade and all this stuff. Yeah. Exposure. There's exposure coming here. Yeah, you're going to be happy with the results because now they're going to be protected. They're precious. They're this Ace of Wands. The way this hand is holding over the Ace of Wands is like their preciousness is going to be protected. Who's the children? The children. Yeah. So if you were in a situation where your father was violating you, or the father of the church or something was violating you, you're protecting. And the mothers are going to know to protect their children from that man because you're creating like overwhelming evidence. You're exposing it. And you know how you see it in the movies? I just saw it like that, where like they're expecting somebody to play a specific, let's say, on the big screen, they want somebody to play a specific video. This is what's supposed to play, but instead you slip your video in there with all the evidence of what they've been doing. I see that energy here. So there's somewhere where this person is not expecting this at all, or these people, this organization, this group, they're not expecting it at all. They're about to get put up on the big screen. All the dirt is coming out into the light. Is going to protect what's meant to be protected, because these children were exposed, they were violated, and these people are losing their control. So the other thing that I'm seeing, just as I'm hearing a precautionary word to you, is that to remember when they're going down, that's when they fight their hardest. When they're going down, that's when they're going to fight their hardest. So that's when you're ready. You'll be ready for the fucking fight, because they don't want to go down. They don't want you to tell nobody what they really did. They don't want that exposed and everybody to recognize that they're actually a group of pedophiles and they ain't no good or nothing like that. Yeah, that's the whistleblowing. Somebody here where you're the whistleblowers, you and your two coworkers are whistleblowers, like something about your job, how your job is connected to it in some sort of way. I'm picking up transportation. So somebody, your job, you work with big rigs. Somebody in your job, you work with big rigs. You've discovered something. I heard you stumbled upon something, and you can't help but expose it. You have to put this out there. Yeah. You got to tell about it. You're going to be feeling in your power, okay? Yeah, you're going to really be feeling in your power. You're going to be so happy because you're going to know that finally they're safe. And this can't happen to nobody else, because somebody's going to be stopped. They're going to be stopped in their tracks. The news is coming out. Everybody going to know. So I don't care who this was about. The violator is catching their charges. The violator is catching their charges and their consequences for the shit that they done did. Wow, that's an interesting experience. I want to pull another experience. Wow, was that your experience? Do you know somebody like this? Are you involved in major revealing of all the crap that's been going on behind the scenes that they like to pretend ain't happening and keep us dumb about, because that's the only way they could get away with their shit, is because most people don't know. Yeah. So is that what's going on here? Let's get some shuffles on the deck and see what else experience comes out for Tarot in the Shadows tonight. Ooh-wee, wow. That's wild. But the shit is really going down. Like, it's done. They don't win. They don't get it no more. They don't get a chance no more. Like, they already took more than they than they were allowed to. They don't want to see you win. They don't win no more. They've been winning for a long time. They don't get to win no more. They're being taken down. They're being exposed. Their resources are being cut off. Is that what it is? You cut off their resources? I just heard that. Did you cut off their like their transportation chain? Like they can't move stuff no more. They can't move people no more. They can't move. Their movement ability is being cut the fuck off. So I'm picking up intuitively, like there's a distribution chain involving trucks that's moving these children around. It's on the land. They're moving children around by land in trucks. They are being exposed. That's all being brought down, brought to the light. Okay. All right. Can we have another experience? What else is going on in the shadows? I know there's always a lot going on in the shadows. What else can you show us? Give us another reading. Okay. 6 of Cups. What's happening in the shadows is you're moving backwards into the past. So whether that's having feelings about the past or literally moving to the past, going back to what was, I see that happening here. Why are you going back to the past? Why are you looking backwards? You're looking backwards. Why are you looking backwards? You're looking backwards because you're letting go. I heard, don't be like Lot's wife who looked back and turned to a pillar of salt. Don't turn dry and don't dry up and fall apart because you're looking back when you've walked away from something. Okay. All right. So let me see. What else? What are you doing? 5 of Wands. Oh boy, you're looking back to the past and the past that let you go, the past that wasn't there for you. And what it does is it puts a bunch of struggle into your mind. And then you start fighting. It's like, as you look back to the past and you stay focused to the past and what was and what left you and what you lost or something like that, then you notice you have fights with who's here now. So you're looking at what's lost, and then now you're having fights and struggles with those who are here. Okay. So what is it that you need to see right now? What you need to see right now? This one. The 3 of Wands. Okay. So even though they left you, even though they're not there, yeah, because with that Fool card, I feel like you were left behind, like, and so you go fight with people. This is actually pretty simple right here. The last reading was pretty deep and complex. This one is very simple. Stop fighting with the people who you have now who are here because they want to be here about the people who fucking left and didn't want to fucking be here. That's literally what I'm seeing in this reading right now. That would not be a good idea. Okay. Yeah, it will not be good for you to keep fighting with the people who are here about the people who are gone. So your daddy wasn't there for you. Your mama wasn't there for you. Your husband left you. Your wife left you. Whatever it was. Who's here now? You know, my mother used to say something that's coming up right now. So this is for somebody even who was raised by people who wasn't their parents. My mommy always said, it's not about who birthed you. It's about who raised you. So is that, yeah, that's definitely something that's happening here. Yeah, they want you to start, look, you need to appreciate who's here for you. Like, this has got to be, you got to start appreciating what is here. Like, so your daddy wasn't here, so your mommy raised you alone, so your mommy don't deserve a hard time because your daddy wasn't fucking there. Your mama stuck around and she did that shit on her own. Don't you think that was hard for her too? Or vice versa. You know, maybe, you know, your lover left you, but you have your friends here and all you doing is bitching and complaining with your friends because you pissed off because your lover left. Well, if you don't start appreciating the fact that you do have friends around you right now, your friends ain't gonna want to be around you. Like, that's how that works. Like, nobody wants to be around that shit. Nobody wants to take shit for what somebody else did, and that's the energy. Like, nobody wants to hear the stress and the drama and the fighting because of what somebody else did, and that's what I see here. So And this could even not be you. Like, this could be just somebody in your experience, and this is what they're doing, right? So be aware of that as well. Is it you doing this, or is it somebody around you? All the readings, it could be you or someone else. So what you need to know, there's Three of Swords and the King of Pentacles. I heard when you realize the truth that hurts like a bee but sets you free, that's when you're going to add in some more stability into your life. And it's going to help you find, like, when you recognize, like, okay, so they weren't here, but I have this, and it's going to help you get more grounded in your life. Like, you've been feeling emotionally, you've been feeling like there's a lot of problems, a lot of battles. It's appreciation for who is there and what you have now. Because if it wasn't there, newsflash, if you didn't know, if they weren't there, if a certain parent or person who should have, in your head, quote unquote, should have been there for you was not, chances are they really didn't have nothing positive to offer to the situation. So you were better off that they weren't there in the first place. Yeah. So, yeah, let me see. What else can you show me? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. I'm just saying, like, you have a lot to be appreciative for. You have a lot of stable people in your life. Somebody here, you're going to realize that you've been hurting somebody that has really been there for you. The Chariot is at the bottom of the deck. You want things to improve in your life? You might want to start noticing what's going right for you, what is going right for you, who is with you, who's been stable with you, who's been by your side, who's been your rock, who's part of your root system instead of part of the leaves that change with every season and they fucking leave. You know what I'm saying? Some folks are like leaves, some people are like branches, and some people are like your roots. And so in this experience, I see like your things improve for you because you start paying more attention to that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is a family situation. Ten of Cups, Seven of Wands, Two of Pentacles. This is a family situation, and you've steady been trying to make change. This is some sort of family situation. So again, it could be a parent or some other intimate relationship that was gone. Yeah, you tried all you could with the Two of Wands and Seven of Pentacles in the past. You tried all you could to force it to last. Yeah, Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You're tired of being stuck in your head and thinking about this all the time. You're tired of always having your head stuck in this situation. Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. I definitely see that this message is finding you at a good time, because I see you're going to put more time, energy, and focus into where you are seeing love and appreciation show up in your life, and who has been there for you, and who is kind to you, who's kind enough to listen to your fucked up feelings that you've been bitching about all this time. I even see you saying to these people that's been with you, like, you know what, I'm so sorry, mommy, that I've been going off on you about daddy all these years. I'm so sorry, children, that I've been angry with you because your daddy left us. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's something like that. I'm sorry to my best friend, because best friend, you have listened to me bitch a lot, and I just realized, like, I need to quit bitching about them, about who's not here. Like, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. I see that. Two of Cups coming up. Look at that with the Five of Swords. This is awesome. So what I see happening with the Two of Cups and the Five of Swords is it's going to be uncomfortable for you. But I see at the end of it, like, love is going to replace this confusion. This Two of Cups is love replacing the Five of Swords, which is stress, confusion, arguments, battling. I just see like you're not going to have so many arguments and battles because you're just ready to quit bitching about who didn't fucking want to be here. If they didn't want to be here, thank them for getting the fuck out the way and moving the hell on, instead of holding on to you and keeping you in a situation that is stressful and combative and all that. But see, the problem is you brought all those combats with you. You brought those struggles with you, and you brought them in your mind. You brought them in your conversation, and you brought them to fucking dinner with your friends, and they don't want to hear that shit, but they love you, so they listen. I see all that here. And so, yeah, that's what I have for this experience. So I just see like, you know, you try to force things to be connected that were not. And anywhere where that didn't work, you've been holding on to the hurt and the pain and bringing it to other situations in your life. And you're figuring out, like, I don't have to do that no more. That doesn't benefit me. And somewhere is this is you have an epiphany, like, if I keep bringing this bullshit to these people about some bullshit that's dead and gone, like, these people ain't gonna want to be around me neither, because I just heard that. All right, let's get another experience. I want more cards. I feel like we're gonna do another experience, at least one more. Let's see. Let's get some more message for you guys. Again, the Chariot is at the bottom of the deck. So this lets me know, like, you're finally going to be able to make peace and move on from this situation, you know. But it's important for you to see who's been real with you through the pain, who's been there. So somebody wasn't there, but somebody else was, you know, and whoever's been there for you shouldn't have to pay for those who weren't there for you. They shouldn't have to be abused, disrespected, or brought down every fucking day about whoever's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't do that. It's like, don't take for granted what you do have before you lose that too. Yeah. And it even reminds me of my ex-girlfriend, where she ended up losing sight in her left eye. And I had a real conversation with her one day. It's like, how long are you going to keep staring at what's left in your life? Like, God already took your left eye. Do you want to take your right eye too? Is that what it's going to take for you to finally look at what is right in your life? You only have a right eye now. Are you done bitching about the past? Are you ready to look at what's right in your life? Because she had a lot right in her life, but she just refused to focus on it, dwell on it, see it, sit in it. Yeah. So, and yeah, I was guided to tell her that. So, and that energy is definitely here too. All right, let's get another experience. What else is happening in the shadows that needs to come out right now? There's some more stuff happening in the shadows. There's always a lot happening in the shadows. Remember the shadows? Somebody's like, what are shadows? Well, it's the parts you don't want to look at. It's the shit you want to hide. It's the stuff where you haven't looked at it, so there's still a lot of dust and dirt inside of there. You know, this is that stuff. Okay, so what's happening in the shadows? The 10 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. Well, this is nice. This is making you nervous. So you could be having some, I see somebody who has got a little bit of nervousness because things are getting good right now. And when things get good, if you've been in survival mode so long and things start getting good, this could bring up your fears and your worries, you know? And that's the energy I'm seeing here. It's like the struggle has been real, but the 3 of Pentacles, I just heard this is awesome. But your resistance becomes your stability. So you're finding stability. Things are getting better. That's a good thing, right? So let's see more. Why is this coming out in the shadows? What have you done? What's going on here? What else can I see? Show me more. What else can you show me about this? Struggle is real, but now things are getting better. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, I heard you did the work, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, you did the work to figure out something that has gone on long in your life as a secret. You've been discovering something that's gone on long in your life as a secret. You carried it since childhood as a secret. The struggle has been real as that. There's something in your life that you've been carrying as a child, okay? And is it poverty with the King of Pentacles in reverse? Is it lack and limitation? Is it that nobody's ever really there for you? Is it that things are always in flux? Like, you know, since childhood, I just pick up on the energy of since childhood, somebody was like a lot of moving around, a lot of instability. Somebody's parents were freaking hippies, and they're like, you didn't learn any type of stability. Y'all lived off the grid, barely scrounging here and there, foraging and the rest of the shit, scavenging. Even I'm picking up on scavenging energies. Somebody here, I heard you grew up with parents that have mental health issues, so you didn't live a regular life. The struggle is over, but that shit still lingers in the back of your mind somewhere. Okay, let me see. What else? The Ace of Swords. Okay, this is telling me that you discover some truth and you overcame all those victories. You overcame all the situation with victory. With this Ace of Swords, you have victory over those situations from your past. You've now have victory over those ideas of lack and limitation and poverty and not enoughness and not being good and unhealthy habits, unhealthy toxic ways. Like, and I'm not, yeah, somebody here, yeah, there was toxic people around you. You got out of that. I definitely see that energy here. What else can you show me? The Six of Wands. Yeah, they want to, listen, you're still concerned because those energy, is it the feelings that are lingering? I'm getting the feelings are lingering from the way it was in the past. So somebody here, you grew up, this is kind of heavy, like you grew up like a homeless person in some sort of way when you were little. Your parents were never really stable. You guys were here to there to everywhere, staying in different places and even out on the streets sometimes. And so that poverty, lack and limitation, and for some it wasn't as worse, but for somebody your energy cut through real strong, and that's what it was like. But now, like, you learned the benefit of not I feel like you're not fully programmed into society, but you see the benefits of working with it. And so you've got a place to stay, you've got some stability, you know what I'm saying? You're not like that no more. The energy's still lingering in you somewhere. I just feel like you sleeping and comfortable in your bed in your secure house and all that, and then you wake up from some nightmare about when you were a kid. Like somebody here, you wake up from that nightmare when you were a kid. The struggle is over. You've already done it. You've overcome it. And so every time there's something like that happens, they're saying just it will be important for you to acknowledge that you've overcome this, right? Yeah, that you've done more. So the Emperor is coming out in the position of showing me like this is what has helped you. So you decide to take charge in this situation. Like even though your parents maybe didn't show you, you figured it out, or you know where. So for some of you, it wasn't as extreme as being homeless, but there was a lot of financial struggle in your home as a child. Your parents had it, and you learned that from them, but you've improved your financial status. You've improved financial stability for yourself. You did that for yourself. Somebody here, you made a business out of nothing. You made a business out of talents, okay, to take care of yourself, and you've overcome the struggle. But somewhere in the back of your mind, like that old way of being, I'm hearing it haunts you. It haunts you. You're like, never again, never again. And it pops up in your mind, and you're constantly replacing that with what you're going to do, what you're doing now, what you're going to do now. Okay, what you need to know is that you can trust your own guidance and you can do this on your own. You don't need the other people to understand. You don't need their support, because somebody here is like, how can you go become another person like that? What the heck? Like, so somebody in your experience, they're upset because you've gone on to financial prosperity. This is somebody who really believes that people who have financial stability are evil and bad. Wow, they're stuck in such a limited perspective and archaic mentality. You're like, the world is so much bigger, you know? You're somebody who, I heard you've actually traveled and seen other things in the world, and you have a bigger perspective now, a more expanded perspective of just how limited things were. Is it that you're out here always just trying to top your best? I heard top your best. You're always trying to top your best. And that's, so it's like you're a self-starter. You're self-motivated. You don't need somebody to get in your face and tell you, hey, you need to do this. You need to do that. No, you're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Because wherever you were in the past, whether that was a mental, emotional experience or a literal physical experience of not enoughness financially and every other way, you're not there no more. You found your way out of that. Look at this. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Keep on with that emotional independence from these other ideas, from the other people, from the past. You keep choosing something that feels right to you. A wish fulfillment is coming out here for you. And honey, you deserve it. The Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. It's been a long time coming. Yeah, long dramatic pause. It's been a long time coming. Okay. Yeah, I hear you, Sam. He's like, it's been a long time coming, but I know that you already made the change. Like, you already know you made a change. Is this, I heard, because I'm like, if this is a great spread, why is it coming out in shadows? And what I heard is because there's still a little bit of guilt in you because of that. Because of what? So if you're giving to or is it shame? Have you just not told nobody about it? Because I got guilt and shame. Okay, so two things. I see guilt and shame. I haven't told nobody about my struggles. I haven't told nobody about where I really came from because I made it sound real pretty because I'm embarrassed about it. Well, that's fine. You can hide it if you want to. There ain't nothing wrong about that. What you innately knew to do was to not be sitting up here like the last reading was stuck in these struggles on always dwelling on the past. You learn that that's not going to benefit you. So you're just not doing that shit. That's good. This is going to keep bringing more good into your life. Anywhere where you've been donating out of a feeling of guilt and doing, it's like you've almost made yourself, it's like you feel like you have to do something to pay for your better, improved lifestyle. So I see you involved in whether you're just financially donating or you're always at a soup kitchen or something like that. You're going to get out of doing it from shame and guilt, and you're going to get into doing it just because you want to, period. And somebody who has spent so much time doing it, I see that you're doing what? The volunteering, the soup kitchen, the charity donations. I heard you're going to start donating towards what you want. So somebody's going to stop donating towards their time and their energy towards supporting the homeless. And you're going to donate your time and energy towards supporting students who want to improve their situation. That's beautiful. So you could have been donating to some organization that supports homeless people and stuff like that. And you were doing that out of shame and guilt. And anywhere where it, like on a more intimate, more down to earth level, because if you're the one who's on it, I see you like you wear a suit to work every day, you got a nice car, you got a nice house, but because you know you came from that place of poverty and homelessness, you've been donating to some charity groups that do stuff for the homeless and stuff like that. But you've had this shift of realization. Like, I've already overcome that. At this point, I want to invest in and donate to something that builds people up instead of, it's like you don't want to have nothing to do with that poverty at this point. So I see you investing more in education. I see you investing more in children's stuff. There's something happening where if you are supporting the homeless who are living in their boxes or whatever, whatever that was, you're like, you know what, how about we just nip this in the bud? Let's go teach children financial literacy, or let's go donate to education funds or something like that. If you were doing a house, like maybe you're taking care of children who have been orphaned or something like that. There's something like that in this, for this person who wears a suit every day. For somebody else, I see like you, because of your past and your family struggles in the past, you tend to take on project people. You've let a lot of different people live in your home. It's like, why do I always bump into people who are homeless and need a place to stay? So I just bring them home. You bring them home like some people bring home puppies off the street. And you're realizing, like, at the end of the day, it hasn't really Has it really helped? And I feel like there was one case that helped. There was one case where it really went well. Every other case, they all kind of just kept their same mentality and went back to where they were. So because of the one case it went really well, something was done differently. You helped this person in a different way. And I'm picking up on, so like with all the other people you helped, like you just brought them home, you fed them, you cared for them, you waited for them to find a job or something like that. I don't know. This new person, though, that you helped, there was something different about the way you did it. And you're saying, I still want to be the way I am, but I'm going to remember that this is the success story. And this is what that person brought to the table that was different than what I brought to the table. Yeah. And it, I don't know, what is it that was different that brought success in this one case? The high priestess, there was something about your intuitive guidance. It's like your crown lit up when you helped this person. It wasn't because the person was in your face looking for help asking, because again, we mentioned like you tend to draw a lot of people that need help, right? And this person, they showed up in your life, but it's like your spirit told you to help them. So yeah, spirit showed me this years ago, and they're giving it to me again now here for you, which is like, if they're asking, that's probably the perfect time to say no. But when your spirit leads you on who to help and what to do, you're gonna be winning. That's because spirit made you. So no, not spirit made you. Spirit is showing you where to put your resources and your assistance and your time. Like they're showing you a path of success, a fulfilling path. And that this person, if you help this person, they're really ready to receive that help. It's really going to benefit them in the long term. So help this one, right? Where in the past you made a lot of choices because they're all in your face and they want help and this and that. And they're asking you, and hey, can I just stay with you? Can you just help me out? And this and that. And so part of this was you had to learn, you had to learn who to help. In this case, it was helping somebody who wanted to help themselves, who had a hope for something better. Yeah, Ace of Wands. Your intuition is brought this person to you. It's like you intuitively guided the world. Wow. And so this person, I heard that that's what helped them change your life. Like spirit brought you to this person because spirit saw that this person was ready, that they were ready for the change, that they were willing to do their part. I heard, so right from the beginning, it was different. Like a lot of them, they will wake up and they kind of just lounge around and have nothing to do. This one, wake up, they get busy. They start finding something to do. I heard you woke up one day and they was cleaning your baseboards type of thing. So I feel like this reading, this specific situation we're talking about right here, has a lot of symbolic in it. So put something in the comments and let me know how that symbolism is playing out. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Queen of Swords. So this person who is in this situation, they literally are in this situation because they got themselves tangled up emotionally with somebody else, and they realized like they had to get out of an experience because it wasn't benefit. They had to. So this person went through this experience because they were putting down their limits and their boundaries, and so that's why they end up caught up in a situation where they needed some help. Yeah, they let go of it. And you've always been very nurturing. When people come to your way, you're very nurturing. You're a caregiver. Empress, Three of Wands. You've always been, it's like they came to my life for a reason. You've always known that people come to your life for a reason, and so you bring love and nurturing to the table in any way you can. The Devil and the Moon. And you've been afraid to do it again. You've been afraid to do it again. Wow, Devil and the Moon. This is coming up in your energy. Oh, wow. You're looking at in the past how you were very controllable and how you were very gullible. And you did a lot for a lot of people that took advantage of you. I see that you're finally seeing that, that you were doing things for people because they wanted you to do it, but it allowed you to be very controllable. You're not doing that no more. Now you're letting spirit guide you where you're going to help, where you're going to be a service, where you're going to be a benefit to somebody else. Yeah, I see that. With the Justice and the Seven of Cups. I even feel, yeah, I see like you don't have to do it to prove anything to anybody anymore. The spirit is going to show you who to be of assistance to, who to help. And it's like more, it's like whoever this is you're helping did it right. Like this person has become part of your process because they love what you did for them. They're so appreciative. Like they're becoming part of your process. You guys are refining it. So you and this person are having candid conversations now that you see them winning. They've changed their whole life. The high priestess is Ace of Wands in the world. That person you helped changed your whole life. So it's like now in hindsight, you and that person, you can look retrospect and see what really worked. Yeah, this is awesome. And I see you devising like a program. I see you devising a program that works. Okay. Yeah, I see you putting your minds together. See the temperance in the reverse? This is like both of you guys bouncing ideas back and forth together. But boom, with the Queen of Wands, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take passionate action on this. Okay, make something happen. You got a fire. You got a fire that brings balance. So it allows you to be a service in a way that soothes your soul, that feels right on your heart, but in a way that leads to more success so that your resources aren't, I'm hearing the word wasted, because at the same time I'm hearing the word wasted, there is nothing wasted. So it's not that it was wasted. I heard you learned a lot of ways to not help folks or to help people stay right where they're at. And now you're learning ways. You had immense success. Like this is why you did it. You did it because you wanted to be a service to help somebody change their world. And what I'm seeing is now that that's happened, it's like you and this person is like teaming up with you now. With this temperance card, y'all teaming up together, you both have a passion for it. And you're going to see what was the winning formula between your energy and their energy, your mind and their mind, your actions and their actions. Like together, you guys, because you both come through the same situation. Like what was the common denominators between us coming out of that and that wasn't present in all those that didn't actually make that change? And I'm hearing one of the things you're figuring out is this intense, it wasn't just a desire, but it was a desire with a follow-up action. I heard, so within a week, you will see how, so is that part of your new plan, that you'll give it a week to see if this person takes action to benefit their self, to attain their desires? It's like, if they don't get a job within a week, they're not going to get a job because they don't really want a job. What if they don't get up and do some sort of make service of themselves? They're not going to get up and do much because they're a lazy person. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to do shit. There's something about within a week, between what you and this person discover, like within a week, there's some sort of secret formula for success that you're finding that helps people get out of poverty and mentality. And there's something within a week. Is it a counseling thing where within a week this person would have the, and it's crazy to put a timeline on, but that's literally what I heard. Like you and this person are coming up with something in your plan, and part of it, the success plan, is within a week this, within a week that. And is it every week implementing some level of improvement? Okay, they want me to just bring this reading, tone it all the way down to something that can benefit everybody who ever heard this. Okay, so this is what I see. Completely different message, same cards, but for you. And this is this. If you can make yourself a promise that every week you're going to learn something about what you're passionate about, every week take one action step, and every week do one thing for yourself. I heard those 3 things. Learn something about your passion, take an action step, and do something for yourself. Every week, you see your whole world change. So, wow. That's what I have for Tarot in the Shadows tonight. Is this your message? Which part? Was it the first one, the second one, the third one? Wow, some very wide variety of stuff came out. And that's pretty cool because on my heart, I was like, can we read about some different things? I was having this conversation with Spirit earlier. Like, all my readings talk about somebody leaving another person. I'm like, can we stop talking about that for a while? There's got to be some other shit in this world to talk about. There's a million things going on. What else can we talk about? So I'm really grateful for these readings right now because they were all about something very different. And this is the stuff that's difficult to admit, difficult to look at, difficult to figure out. And so I see where, according to the way I saw the stories, like this looked like it was super beneficial. Yeah. Yeah, I see you making changes to things. Yeah, that you've been toppling this tower for a long time and you've been sticking with it. Yeah. And your spirit is guiding you on how to make it easier. Yeah. And this is awesome. So thank you for being here. Thank you for giving my video a thumbs up. I'm gonna start creating extended content on my OnlyFans, which means the way the content looks on YouTube is going to be changing some. On yeah, my guidance has been years ago. I was guided to put up an OnlyFans, so start looking for OnlyFans. It's LPHtarot on OnlyFans. I have not put any content yet there, but that is something that's going to start happening. That there'll be extended content available on OnlyFans. This is what I have for you at this time, my love. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.